Hey, what up, ledges? It is the 17th of July, and it is just coming up for 2:15 in the afternoon in the UK. I took a trade about 10 minutes ago. I logged on to have a look and see what was going on. Missed a load of signals from this morning. Some really good short signals there. There was a nice move up off of the Open, the London Open this morning. I wasn't logged on. I didn't get any of this. But what I did notice when I logged in, give me a second. So we've been trying to break out of the value area high. Here, the value area, we've been trading sideways through the value area, getting higher lows, higher highs. We tried to break out there. We got a signal there. We got two signals there trying to break out, but then we pushed back down. I didn't have enough confidence that we were going to break out at that point. We were still going sideways, but then we put in this sideways move, higher lows, and then we started to break out there. And I took the trade somewhere around here because I could see xpace kicking in. I could see cumulative delta flipping to the upside. xpace was putting in some nice movement there. I could see mboxhistogram had started to build this block here. It was obviously a bit smaller than that at the time. And I just like the way it was going sideways, making higher lows, tried to push out, push back down, didn't stay down, pushed up again. I thought it was going to break high. So, targets. What I did initially, if we go on to the 15-minute, so you can see the top of this range here, that's my target. I think it might go higher. I think it might go up to this POC here. It's the POC from Friday, dpoc from Friday, but I don't know. So at the moment, I'm in the trade. I'm managing the trade at the minute, and how I'm managing it. So initially, I had my stop below here, below the dpoc, and then what I've done is I've just drawn a quick trend line, and this will tell me if there's a change of behaviour. And then I'm coming up, I'm following it up. So this candle that took me out of the value area, I've got my stop below there. I'm just below my entry, really. We'll see what happens. So we've bounced off the top of the range. We're coming back down. I would hope we'll get some consolidation and we won't break this trend. If we get some consolidation along the top of the value area high, and then we could push north again. So looking at the Renkos, I've just got a signal on the Renko, green, so that's a long. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out if there's anything that's pointing me south at the minute. I'm still running the KISS order flows to see if they give any signals. They do. They give signals so off of the VWAP. So we've got a minus SD1, VWAP, absorption, trap traders. There's a signal there. There's surge bars, there's trap traders taking you up there. Let's see what we get around the top of the value area high and we come back down to test it. What I do like about this trade though is you can't really see it on the 3-minute, but if we go to the 15. See this area here where we've come down there's quite a steep decline, so we've pumped up and then we've come down, we've drifted back down. But these areas here, see this big candle here and the face of this wick here, those are generally good target areas. So the top of that wick, the top of that, you could do a Dante and go last low pre-breakdown. You could do one of those as your target. I think though that if we push back into this range, and this is where we're having problems at the minute, getting back into this range. So we've just pushed back down, we've come up and we've pushed back down. So you can see we've pushed up there before and we've come back down, and we're trying again and we've come back down. Third attempt might break, you don't know, and then we'll just keep an eye and then we'll see what our targets are. I mean, if we blister right up through here and then go sideways around this area and then still making higher lows, then you bring your stop up, maybe underneath there, and then we try and go for this area here. But what I'll do is I'll go and put the video on pause at the minute, and then we'll restart it if I get stopped out. If I get stopped out, it'd be change of behaviour, and then I was wrong. I'm not scalping today. I don't want to take small profits. I could have taken small profits at the top of the range, but let's see if it breaks higher. That's the better trade for me. I'd rather be in a slightly bigger trade with a slightly bigger target, because then you're not in and out so much, and you don't get that brain fade, and you don't get dragged into taking trades in the opposite direction and trying to flip and trying to read. So we'll stay long because of the higher lows and generally where the market's going. I think the dollar's having some issues at the minute, so obviously cheaper dollar. Sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, cheaper dollar, you can buy more stock. Yeah, sorry, I just had to check and see where that was going. Yeah, so external investment into the NASDAQ, cheaper dollar, you can buy more stock for your dollar. That's why it pushes it up. Maybe I need another coffee, maybe not, I don't know. You will find sometimes on my videos that I will say something that is completely opposite. It might be Freudian, it might be the fact that I'm concentrating on something else at the same time, or I'm thinking ahead, but sometimes I say the wrong thing. So please feel free to correct me in the comments if you spot that sort of mistake. But I'm not a natural person when doing videos, so I'm kind of, if I get a chance to fire up OBS, it's quite stressful for me to do a trade and to do a video at the same time, so you might find I'm making a few little mistakes verbally, but hopefully you can follow through on the video and see what I'm doing. I do try to mark up as much as I can as to why I'm in a trade, why I've taken it, why I'm staying in it, and why I'm getting out. So but ask any questions in the comment section, and if you spot a mistake, then I can correct it in the description of the video. Cheers guys, I'm going to go on pause for a bit, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, just restarting the video. We're 26 minutes past 2 in the afternoon in the UK. We're just coming up for the Open, the New York Open. I'm going to move my stop there. I think that we'll get some volatility off of the Open. So yeah, just moving my stop. Let's get my, so I'm actually in profit there with my stop. Let's get my target to the top of this range here. Let's see what the Open gives. We have been moving up, so I'm anticipating a further move up, but you know, we could swing back and that could go against us. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, okay, so kind of a little bit further back. It's not a bad stop though. Yeah, if we break below here, then I'm wrong anyway, because we'll be back inside the value area, and my trade was a breakout of the value area, which it did, and it's come back and retested the top, and it's made a new high there. 3 minutes to the Open now. We'll just sit here and watch and see what happens. Kind of still like this long, because because of this area here and the strength of the dollar. There's a lot tradable under here as well, but obviously that's a different story. So I've got a little bit of a long bias. Looking to fill this area here maybe. Let's just see what happens. The signal on the Renkos. Be nice to see us make a new high here. So we're going to stop up a little bit. Just below there. Okay, 1 minute to the open. If we do break north off the open, then I'll be looking to bring my stop up underneath this swing as soon as possible, because of volatility. Well, it depends what time of day you trade. I mean, if you're trading in and around the open, you've got to expect some volatility. More often than not, you get stopped out. But I'm already in a trade. I'm long. I fancy it long. See what happens. There you go, here's the open. Okay, right north. I'm up under there. Let's get that there. Right. That's my target is there. I'm going to follow this up. It's on one candle back. It's a big candle, so bottom of this candle. It's gonna maybe go to target. Okay, don't be a dick for a tick. Close down. Okay, so it was up and around my target with volatility. Thought it might pull back, so I've taken, that's where I wanted, the area that I wanted, and I've gone to target. There you go, there's the volatility kicking in. It's coming down again, so that's what I wanted to be wary of. I was almost at target. It did actually reach my target, but I picked it out just a little bit before because I know how volatile it can get. It may continue up, it may not, I don't care. That's me done. Yeah, that's fine, I'm happy with that. We'll have a look a little bit later on this afternoon, and we'll also see if we get any entries once we settle, the volatility settles down, and we see if we pick a direction. We might get some pullbacks, and then we can get in again a little bit later on. Okay, cheers guys. If you like that video, like and subscribe below. Leave comments. I will try and answer comments if I've got an answer. I don't always have an answer, but it's one of those things, right? Yeah, like and subscribe below, and I'll try and do another video later this afternoon if I see any entries, or if I take an entry and I don't get a chance to fire up OBS, I will do a review video a bit later on, which is sometimes what I do if I don't have a chance to fire up OBS, or I'm not on the right laptop that's got all my software on it, and I see a trade and I take it. Sometimes I won't fire up OBS, so that's the difference. Sometimes I don't feel like talking, you know. Sometimes I just want to trade. But there you go, them's the breaks. I'll put up as much as I can, see if I can help you as much as I can. Like I've said in other videos, trading is incredibly personal. I can tell you how I trade and what I see. The majority of successful traders will have taken from their mentors whatever You know, you take a little bit from here, a little bit from there, you piece it all together based on your characteristics and your you know, your how you process information, and you know what I mean. So it's very personal. So I can show you how I trade, but I can't teach you to trade like me. I can say, look, this is how I do it, and then you've just got to take pieces and piece it all together, you know. And every successful trader will tell you that it's not you can give a successful strategy to 100 people and 100 people will lose money. You know, 1,000 people, one person might make money out of it because people are idiots. You know, the greed kicks in, the FOMO kicks in. You know, I deserve money, I need a wage, and they're not thinking about it correctly. You need to think about the process. It's not weirdly, it's not about making money. It isn't, because it's a probability game. It's a probability over, you know, hundreds of trades rather than like one. You know, and a lot of people can't get past that, and that's why they fail. But anyway, that's my my 2 cents for today. I'm going to say it again: like and subscribe below, and then we might do some more videos in a bit. Cheers, guys. Catch you later, mate.